Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sabbath and welcome to Gashi's Kama TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Joseph Stalin was the Soviet Union leader, and Stalin ripped off the feathers of a live chicken as a lesson to his. It was shocking because after ripping off the feathers of the chicken, he set the chicken on the floor a few meters from where he was seated. The chicken that was bloodied and suffering immensely in pain started looking at him, and then Stalin tossed some few grains of wheat. And shockingly, the chicken, still in pain, bloodied, started following the, the man, started following. And he told his followers, this is how easy it is to govern a stupid people. They follow you no matter how much pain you cause to them. What you need to do, you just throw some little worthless tricks here and there, and they follow you. That is Joseph Stalin. Can you imagine ripping off the feathers of a live chicken? You throw it put it some few meters from where you are. Then you start throwing some grains of wheat. Stupidly and in pain, the chicken start following you. And this is how easy it is to govern a stupid people. They follow you no matter how much pain you cause to them. What you need to do is just to give them some worthless treats. They will follow you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gashi's Kama TV. And let me ask you, isn't this where our country is? Hasn't the current regime plucked off the the feathers of Hasura? Hasn't this administration caused this pain? Are Kenyans not blooded? Are they not in immense pain? The pain of inflation. In fact, the government is telling Kenyans that they have contained. If you ask me from where I sit, inflation is actually above 9%. And you only need to look at what is happening in the supermarkets, because every day the price of commodities is skyrocketing, it's rising, it's increasing every day. There's a lot of pain. But shockingly, Kenyans are still following, the foolish Kenyans are still following this government. They are not asking any questions. Like that foolish chicken that had all its feathers plucked off, bado wanafuata hawa viongozi wetu wasaliti, wasio na utu, wasiojali. And it is shocking if you ask me. When you look at William Samuel Ruto, you see him. He is a bulldozer. A man who does not even respect the courts. Remember, if you have been watching him of late, he is an autocrat. He doesn't respect any ruling of the court. He told Kenyans, no matter the kind of ruling that the courts are going to make about the housing levy, he will continue with his plan. And nothing can stop him, not even the courts, not even the constitution. So this is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the National Social Security Funds, no, the Health Social Security Funds, the one that is now levying, I think, 2.7%, causing a lot of pain to Kenyans. He said, remember the High Court actually threw this out and said that it was illegal, and there's no way that is going to involve children and get the data and put the data of our children online, and then without any security measures, because anybody can interfere with this information of the children. There's no consent, ladies and gentlemen. There's no consent of the children. And once they mature, they'll ask serious questions, and nobody will be there to answer those questions. So that is why that issue was thrown out by the court. But William Samuel Ruto is still moving on and still pushing on, bulldozing everything. As I've told you, he's an autocrat. So he's causing a lot of pain to the workers, those who are in the formal sector, and now those who are in the informal sector. Because anytime you wake up, unakutana na watu wa TRA wakidai kodi, even when you are not earning anything. Nobody have been spared. And that's why we are saying that what Joseph Stalin said about that chicken, blooded and immense pain, actually is what is happening to this country. We only need to look at the hustlers. Look at watu wa mikokoteni, angalia vile ambavyo wanaumia, angalia bei za mafuta vile ambavyo imesababisha maisha kuwa magumu hapa nchini Kenya. You look again at the way he's throwing grains of wheat here and there, and people are still following him. That is why you see sasa bei ya mafuta inashuka kidogo sana, na sio kushuka kwa sababu kushuka ni wakati tutajua itashuka wakati itauzwa less than 50 bob. Because you cannot tell us that you increase the fuel prices. You know, the landing cost was, I think, 101, and now you are selling it at 212. Then there's nothing you are doing because you are taking over 100% in terms of tax. And when you reduce 5 bob, this is what we are calling worthless tricks, because they don't mean anything. Again, the issue of the hustlers funds is another example of the worthless tricks. Kenyans are treated to a situation. You are given worthless money, 5 bob, 500 bob, 1,000, at most 3,000 bob. These are worthless treats, like that chicken that was plucked off its feathers and then it was given some grains of wheat. That is what the hustlers funds is doing to foolish Kenyans. But the foolish Kenyans are still following him. The foolish Kenyans are not asking any questions. The foolish Kenyans just care about the little worthless treats that they are given. But what Stalin was saying that time is very much applicable to a modern day Kenya. Again, when you look at the cabinet, what they are doing, his cabinet is getting richer every day. And when you look again at what has been happening, even in our courts, you realize that we have seen people who have been accused of corruption, billions and billions of money, but the courts are setting them free. And wanaambiwa ni weupe kama paba, ili hali wananchi ndio ambao wanaumia. After that, people are given worthless tricks in the form of bursaries. You are being told that we have increased the bursaries through the National Government Constituency Development Fund with maybe some few coins. And this is again an example of worthless tricks. And the government continues ruling in an autocratic way, and nobody can question. When you look at the people, when you look at our leaders, nobody can talk and nobody can ask William Samuel Ruto, why are you plucking off why are you ripping off the feathers of the chicken? And the chicken is alive. It were better if, I think William Samuel Ruto, because there was a time was chicken farmer, must have learned a number of lessons from the chicken, that a chicken will always follow you no matter what you do to the chicken, no matter the suffering, because the chicken is foolish. Kwa sababu kama kuna wanyama wajiga ni kama nguruwe ni mjiga, vile vile giri ni mjiga, kwa sababu giri hata anasahau kule ambapo alipata. Even the chicken is not that bright. You cannot compare it to the dog, because the dog will identify you, orders and so on and so forth. So are we the people whom Stalin was referring to? Foolish population, following people because we are given, following our leaders. And you know, our leaders are always manipulating us, not caring anything about the pain that they are causing. Because if you ask me, the economy is hurting, school fees is hurting, we are in great pain. The hospital bills are paining, everything is paining, electricity, name it. Kwamba kila siku watu wanapoamka wanakutana na uchungu usiomithirika, uchungu ambao hausikii dawa. I don't know what you think. I don't know where you're watching this video from, but please like this video, comment about the economy, comment about our roads, comment about anything. Let us compare the statement by Stalin, and we compare it to modern day Kenya. Kindly share this video and like this video, and have a blessed Sabbath. Bye bye.